One way to be super successful is to work like a farmer. Let me explain. Several years ago, we spent Christmas at a farmhouse in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. If you haven't been there or haven't heard of it, it's a very rural area, lots of farmland, beautiful. The Amish are there, live there, many of them they don't have cars, they're working horse and buggy. It's a pretty amazing area. So we had this farmhouse over Christmas. It's cold, it's winter. Spent a lot of time walking around the fields. At the time, I was reading Harry Truman, book by David McCullough. So Harry Truman was a farmer, and I was understanding how his life was and what it was like to live on a farm. And I was walking the fields, looking at these bizarre things growing out of the ground. Didn't know what the heck they were. And so I realized that it was a daikon radish. It took me a while to figure it out. I woke up at like 5 a.m. It would hit me in the head. But what they do is they use the daikon radish over the winter to break up the soil. So this got me thinking, the farmer's job is never done. Just like a real estate agent, every day you have to get up. You have things you have to do every day. One of them is planting, seeding, finding new opportunities, making phone calls, writing the letters, networking, getting in front of people. That's your planting the seeds. You can't stop doing that. No matter how busy you get, if you're harvesting, you're still planting. You still have to plant. And everything in the middle, you're still planting. Because real estate season doesn't really end, nor does it for a farmer. So you're seeding, and then you have to water it and nurture it. We always talk about nurturing leads, nurturing prospects, clients, staying in front of them, making sure that they know you care, bringing value to them all the way through the relationship. It never ends. So now you have planting, and you work nurturing, and you're watering, and you're feeding them, and you're making things keep moving along. And then you get the banks calling you. Farmer is so much a business person. I had never even considered that. They have business loans. They have to rely on futures. They have to rely on weather. There's so many unpredictable things that go along much the real estate business. Unfortunately, weather can be super damaging when that comes flying in, and there's too many stories to pick out on one of them. So weather is still real for us. And we also have market conditions, like they have the futures, they have prices of the crops and what that's going to be. We have fluctuations in our market. We have collapses as to farmers when there is no rain or there's too much rain. So all that is very similar to what we do. And you have to have contingency plans so that you're always ready when something goes awry, because it will. Market shift, and they actually don't stop shifting, just like the weather doesn't stop. And for a farmer, there's not a month that's the exact same as the one previous or the one upcoming. So now we have plants in the ground, you're feeding them, you're watering, you're taking care of your loans, you're praying that the weather's not going to mess up your day. We have all that going on, and now you got winter coming. Okay, you had the heat in the summer that you hoping wasn't too hot. You had the rain in the spring or the fall, you hoping that wasn't too much, just right. And now you have to go through and either plant that winter rye, or like I had mentioned earlier and saw, was the daikon radish going in to break up the ground, bring nutrients in, get it ready for the next time you start putting seed on top of it. It's a never-ending cycle. The cool thing about being in real estate, you have lots of ways that you can build your business. You're not relying on a tractor. You have the internet, you have a car, you have door knocking, you have making phone calls, you have newsletters, you have all these different tools that you can use to build your business. Don't stop, work hard, find out what your superpower is, and make sure you're maximizing that to the fullest. Listen to other people that are bringing you ideas. You don't necessarily have to follow them exactly how they're doing it unless it fits you precisely. Take what they're giving you, make it your own, and just go. So that's it. I hope you're liking what you're hearing. Please subscribe and comments down below. Love to hear any stories you have. So love to hear from you. Be your best. Have fun.